at the end of the day, the rocket makes a better bottom. What's up, guys? It's your boy Johnny Go Vroom, and right now I've got in front of me the two hottest wheels of 2025 in the grab and go category. On your right, my left, I'm not sure how the camera's gonna do this, I have got the Extreme Bull Rocket right here. This thing is bad to the bone. It is absolutely a monster. Right here we have got the Nosfet Aero. You can see I flung that thing around with ease, baby. This thing is light. It is nimble. It is sought after. This is the second offering from the Nosfet, the offshoot company of Leaperkin. This wheel has the perfect package. Everything just put together so nice. The first thing that we want to do, guys, I'm actually going to talk about the convenience. Convenience in terms of carrying, right? Like this guy right here, you can see I can swing this thing all day long. Not only does it have a handle on the front and the back, but it has a handle in the middle that is perfectly balanced and just makes it easy to pick up. You can pick this up however you want to, and it's not going to be a problem, right? Kickstand serviceable, right? Okay, then over here with the Rocket, see, the back grip is going to be kind of obfuscated, so automatically I lose one grip. There's no grip in the middle, so in terms of convenience for the grab and go category, if we're truly about being a grab and go category, I got 3 things I can grab over here. That makes me a prostitute or a dirty girl in certain circles. 3 things to grab, 1 thing to grab. Who's busier on a Friday night, right? So, Rocket, I'm sorry, I love you, but in terms of the grab and go, we gotta give it to the Aero. So, let's see if the weight matters. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up. Let's see here. And even right here, when I'm trying to grab with the Rocket, my knuckles kind of get janked, right? They're getting, so you gotta be mindful. But I do get it clear. But if you got some big mitts, it may be hard. Now, we're gonna go ahead and pick them both up, and here we go. So, we're gonna walk them. So, you'll see as I'm walking right here, this is gonna be due to the pads largely, but the width of the Rocket makes it bump into me quite a lot. Whereas this guy is kind of off to the side. So, if we're truly about the grab and go category, definitely gotta give it to the Aero. Good job, Nosfet. All right, guys, so we're gonna put the Rocket in the car and see how that goes. Okay, so easy enough, not too bad at all. All right, let's grab the Nosfet Aero right here. Okay, this guy, definitely much lighter, much easier to get to do that. So yeah, convenience, gotta give it to the Aero. See you at the skate park, guys. I have to take just a second to say thank you so much to Next Gen Mobility. If it wasn't for Next Gen Mobility, I wouldn't be able to make this video and the last video series regarding the Rocket. Dudes, they make it so easy to purchase your electric unicycle. They have payment plans. They are some of the cheapest, lowest cost EUC prices on the market, guys, offering VIP pricing and making every single person feel like they are an absolute VIP. Dudes, when I tell you to check out Next Gen Mobility, it's not just because they give me a little bit of a kickback, and it's true, they do give me a little bit of a kickback, but when I tell you to go over there, it's because they treat you how I'd want to treat you. They treat me how I want to be treated. They are golden rule to a T, guys. So if you're on the hunt for your next electric unicycle, look no further than Next Gen Mobility. These guys will broker the wheel for you, get it covered, get it shipped to you, and take care of you with world-class service, guys. Absolutely world-class service. So thanks so much. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Well, actually, I did mean to interrupt you, but here we go. Rest of that video candy. All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Johnny Go Vroom. We're here at the world-famous Possum Creek Skate Park here in Gainesville, Florida. We've got the Rocket and we've got the Aero here today. 2 of 2025's best grab-and-go EUCs, respectively. They are both premium in their own right. Honestly, guys, I really don't know what's gonna happen, but we are gonna take them out here. We're gonna look at some really cool tricks. We're gonna try them out on the stairs. We're gonna see where they fit in, how they fit in, and at the end of the day, we're gonna see who comes out on top, whether or not it is the Extreme Bull Rocket or it is the Nosfet Aero that comes out on top in this little tete-a-tete at the skate park. This is one of a few challenges that we're gonna do, pitting them head to head in order to see which of these two is the best for you and which dominates in the categories tested today. So, hang on guys, it's gonna be an epic show. Oh, and check this out. This is something I can do this way. I could not ride the rock. Actually, I probably could ride the Aero and then carry the rocket. Let's see who does better for this. That's not horrible. That's completely manageable. That feels super good. There we go. Locked in. Oh, that's a little heavier. That's gonna be more of a problem for sure. But yeah, and yeah. Well, that's not horrible either. Completely manageable. But at the end of the day, the rocket makes a better bottom. Yeah. So we're gonna take the spatula here and off we go. Boom. Off we go. Boom. Oh, that's still a little loose for me. So I'm gonna put it down a little bit more. Right here. And boom, right there. There we go. That feels really good. Okay, there we go. And boom. Oh, that's super nice. Guys, so obstacle number 1. This is a drop. This is a big drop. I don't even know if I can jump this high. Let's see. Can Johnny go Vroom jump this high? Let's see. Where's it come up to? Not too bad, not too bad. But this is high as heck, guys. This is at least 2 of my forearms high. This is at least, it's gotta be at least 3 heads high, guys, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take the Nosfet Aero off first and see how the suspension fares. Check it out. Nice, that didn't feel horrible at all. Man, both of them felt really good. Only concern is that you need a mounting surface for the pads on the Aero. The pads don't feel really locked in. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna see if these guys can jump. I know that they can jump, but how much can they jump? So, in order to test it out, we've got this wonderful little box, this obstacle, this feature. I'm gonna jump up here, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna jump off there, and we'll see how the suspension fares, okay? Yeah, let's make magic. That's high. That's actually not gonna be as easy as I think. That's at least 2 heads high, or Johnny heads. All right, now let's swap it out with the Aero and see which one rocks. So the only limitation that I'm seeing here, that I'm thinking that's gonna happen, is just these pads. I don't feel like they're super duper locked in the way that I'd really like pads to be locked in. But I think that this is gonna be able to jump a little bit higher because it's lighter. The suspension travel on the other one feels a little bit better, not gonna lie, but what they have of this feels really good. Ooh. So I guess, guys, in this trick, we have a clear winner. The Aero went much higher. Much higher. Alrighty, guys. Y'all are familiar with stairs. Y'all have seen stairs. Y'all ain't seen stairs like these stairs. These stairs are ridiculous. A lot of the stairs that you see people going up in other countries and stuff like that, they're like this big. Who's going up these stairs? Where are they taking you? And how many steps you want to take to get there, bro? So, these steps right here, no nonsense. These steps, big like Texas. Big like truck. Big like, I don't know, like the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno, big, really big. Really big. There's been nothing bigger. Big steps. Anyway, we're gonna take little wheels down big steps, see who likes it more. Side note, when you're going down steps, try to make sure that the momentum carries you at the vertice of the steps. If you do that, it's gonna be like going down a hill, baby. Easy peasy, baby. Easy. Let's do it. That was scary, bro. Rock it. Hot. On this one, then that one, then jump off. That's the next one. Beyblade action. I'm meant to do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't got them skills. Beyblade, baby. Oh, whoa, whoa. Saw that, right? Yeah. She didn't like that. Woo! What y'all know? All right, I'm gonna call it right there.
You don't think you had one more in you?
Yeah, I can do it. I could do it. You wanna do it? Let's do it.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Not a full 180. Oh, fuck, now I gotta get it. I want to show you something that feels a little bit like a practical joke. It really does. So come on with me, right over here, okay? You see this? You see all of this stuff over here? This is all of the chargers that I have. All of the chargers. And hang on, but wait, there's more. There's another one right here. That's another charger. And this charger is like so much bigger than even all these other chargers. Guys, so many chargers, right? All of these chargers comes a whole lot of wires. Look at this, man. Look at this rat's nest of mess, right? It's absolutely insane. I've got a breaker system up here that has for me to turn on the switches for the wheels that I want to charge whenever I want to charge the wheels that I want to charge. Dude, it's insane how many chargers you end up accumulating after a while, right? I knew that I had to find a solution. So a while back, I was like, you know, I'm going to invest in a smart charger. And that's when I got this guy right here by E-Rides. And I knew it was going to be my last purchase ever, right? Because the voltage was just going up and going up and going up. So like, why did I need anything that was below 100 volts? There was just no need for it. But then here comes in motion with a V9 that's 84 volts. And I love it. There's nothing wrong with it being 84 volts outside of the fact that it's 84 volts. And then we got the V12S, which again, 84 volts. Nothing wrong with it being 84 volts, but this charger right here, well, this charger would only go down to 100 volts. So imagine my shock and surprise that I would have to get yet another charger. And I was just so upset about this. Additionally, on this charger, you don't want to go below 3 amps in charging, which while 3 amps is modest and kind of an industry standard for how pretty much everybody likes to have their wheels charged, for me, I like to be able to trickle charge my batteries if I want to trickle charge my batteries for the life of them. So I ended up reaching out to the guys over at Pidzoom, Leo, and Bob Yan, and they sent over the HW170PM, which is a portable version of their long-loved HW170. This dang thing will charge any of the wheels, any of those wheels, and it'll charge them at 6 amps max on an inside 110, and it'll charge them at 10 amps max on a 220 fast charger. Listen, I know what you're thinking. Johnny, we have got chargers out there that'll go up to 20 amps. I mean, maybe even 30 amps. You've got crazy chargers out there. So what do you want with a 6 amp charger? Well, if you're charging at your house, you want some safety and you want some peace of mind. So no, the HW170PM is not the fastest charger on the block, but what it is reliable. What it is safe. And it's so reliable and it's so safe that the guys over at Pidzoom give you a lifetime warranty on this thing. Guys, If you are buying new wheels, if you have scooters in your house, then this is absolutely the way to go. Sure, you can go faster on other things, but is it gonna be as safe? Is it gonna be as good for the life of your wheel? So with those things in mind, you know exactly what you need to do. If you want the ridiculously fast stuff, you can totally do that. But if you got kids at home, you got a wife, you got a dog at the house, you got stuff that you're concerned about, and you want peace of mind, this is gonna be the way to go. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie riding on the Extreme Bull Rocket, or a trick ninja hopping around on your Nosfet Aero. Maybe you're going to college. You're just a light commute on your awesome InMotion V9. Maybe you live somewhere where it's wet and you just want the coolest, funnest, safest ride. Well, you want a charger that matches that energy. And Pidzoom has got you guys. One charger to rule them all. What's going on, guys? We are now here at Sean Murphy, Claudia Siders Memorial Basketball Courts and Park. This guy right here doesn't really get trafficked a lot, so it's gonna make the perfect battleground for our next, are you ready? For our next showdown between the Aero and the Rocket. Well, here we go. The Nosfet Aero, rocking out in what is probably going to be its weakest category. The Nosfet Aero not having a super high top speed. During this run, I felt that so much. It not having a super high top speed, having the pedals a little bit lower than the axle, and much lower than the Rocket, relatively speaking. There's just a few things that it has going against it. But I don't want to speak about the glaring obvious things that are against it, because you know that it's slower than the Rocket, you know that its pedals are low, you know that stuff. So I wanted to try to lend a little bit of a positive perspective regarding its racetrack performance. And I think that the positive thing becomes a little bit clearer when you ride the Rocket as well. You see, the Aero isn't as fast. Certainly not. It's not as powerful. It doesn't have as much torque. None of that stuff. But it's very, very well balanced. So what I mean is, front to back, this thing is like a katana blade of some sort. You know, like that's kind of how it comes across. It just true to kind of the Leaperkim ecosystem and pedigree. All of the Leaperkim wheels that I have ridden feel relatively balanced around a center line pole that would drive straight through the middle of its center, both laterally and long ways. So that's what I mean by it's very well balanced. And because of that, it never feels unstable. It feels like if you could get more speed in it, that speed would be uber stable for a long time. But here you can see how low those pedals are in relation to the axle. And that just gives you so much more stability regarding wobbles while you're riding. So the Aero certainly was a little slower. Okay, let's be honest, the Aero was a lot slower than the Rocket, but I feel like the control of it really just stuck out to me. Really and truly, however, I just could never get going fast enough in order to feel like it was going to be an exciting thing. And I certainly knew that at no point in time was it going to be able to compete with the Rocket. I'm scared, man. I'm scared that those beeps, they hit so hard so quick. And I don't want to drop this wheel. This is not my wheel. All right, let's try it again. It's just too close to the edge of it, man. I do not want to dump this wheel. Yeah, it's just Alrighty guys, and competitor number 2 right now, we have the Extreme Bull Rocket, guys. This freaking thing is gonna tear it up on the track. I just know it. It's fast, man. I mean, like, literally, it's almost double the speed. I mean, like, at least a third, like, it's, what, like another half as fast, at least, right? The Aero's gonna top out right around 30. This is gonna top out somewhere around 50. So, let's go. So you know how this story goes. You know that the Extreme Bull Rocket was way faster than the Nosfet Aero. You know that this thing has way more torque, it has way more voltage, you know that it has more battery. It's just a more on paper, better put together wheel on paper. But when you ride them, ultimately, you really feel like the package that they have for the Nosfet Aero does a wonderful job of speaking for itself. And I think when you look at what the community has done in terms of supporting the Aero overwhelmingly over the Rocket, you see that a lot of the vocal people, the vocal minority, as we call them, and I'm in there as well because I love to go fast, but we're not the majority of riders. Majority of riders want something that's put together really well, that's a nice total package, that's easy to work on, and just is competent, is nice. And that's really what you have with the Nosfet Aero, and it's a reliable package. I mean, it has the least amount of warranty claims through next-gen mobility out of any wheel. That says a whole lot, guys. That's huge, in fact. So let's go back and reflect over everything that we've seen today so far. We've seen that in the carry grab and go area, we see that the Aero wins. It's got 3 well-placed handles that are easy to grab from any angle. And the Rocket has a couple of handles, but really only the front one is actually accessible in a meaningful way. At the skate park, we got to see that, you know, really both of these wheels have their pros and their cons. The Aero makes you feel really confident to try to do things brand new. Like, its lightweight and its playful nature make you feel incredibly confident to try. So check this out. I just wobbled off the track. This was when I was trying to hold the camera in my left hand. I ended up wobbling off the track trying to go clockwise. Now, this is crazy because I haven't had wobbles that have been terrifying in a long time. And so for me to get wobbles that took me off the track and made me have to rethink my whole strategy was absolutely terrifying. I do believe that the pedal height in relation to the axle, in addition to my lack of seasoning holding the camera, the selfie stick in my left hand, had me shot out. So I ended up wanting to kind of make up for that, and I hopped on it and started hauling ass and kept the stick in the hand that made the most sense. But, you know, back to the Aero. The Aero, I feel like people are going to feel more confident trying things in the skate park with that. But the suspension, the limitations of the 80mm suspension are definitely apparent in terms of comfort and ability to gather a lot of, I guess, preload. But that preload isn't really necessary because what it lacks in the ability to get that preload, you make up for in the weight of the electric unicycle, is evidenced by my ability to absolutely jump monstrously high and far on the Aero. Both of them felt competent in that drop. Neither one of them felt like they were a winner. Neither one of them felt like they were a loser. Going down the stairs, both of them felt really, really good. I mean, what we're seeing is a wonderful suspension in 2025. We are seeing that, like, they have really refined the way that these suspensions are made, and we're reaping the benefits of it. So, who is it, guys? Is it the Nosfet Aero with its lightweight, playful nature, nice package, completely well-rounded, super-duper smart wheel, the way it's all put together, minimalist, smart, well done? So is it the Nosfet Aero, or is it the Rocket with its massive plus suspension, its seemingly endless well of power and speed, albeit a little bit less perfected package? But if you're after that speed, if you're after that thrill, maybe for you, if you're after that speed and you're after that thrill, it doesn't matter that much that it's not a completely perfected package. Maybe you're a tinkerer and that just hits you in the heart. Perfect. Maybe that's just what you want from an electric unicycle. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. For me, out of the two, the Aero is just a wheel that I personally cannot own. I can't own it because it doesn't go nearly fast enough for my commute. It doesn't have nearly enough range to be a standalone commuting unicycle for me. But that doesn't mean that I did not enjoy every single moment of it. It's absolutely awesome. If you have ridden rollerblades and you really liked rollerblades, this is like a logical progression for rollerblades, like just the next step. And guys, it's so playful. To be honest, both of them let me down a little bit at the skate park. I wanted a little bit more from both of them. Let me explain. If you go back and you look at the footage and you watch the video again, you'll notice that on every landing pretty much, the Nosfet Aero ended up having a little bit of a dip. It was just squishy. There's like a squish, right? And the rocket, while it didn't have that squish, the torque made sure that it was steadfast. It did have the shudder that happened once where you could see it really well, and then once where you couldn't really see it that well, but I felt it. It was on the downside of the little jump where I was doing the 180s. And that's just, it doesn't make me feel like either one of those wheels I want to take to the skate park. And for whatever it's worth, that's it. There were no clear winners for me at the skate park. At the racetrack, there was also no clear winners. You see, the pedal settings that I had the rocket on at that point in time were firm and strong, and there was a slight angle to the front on the wheel. So I ended up wobbling off the track. And while the wheel is crazy fast, I have to be honest, if I can for any reason, and I'm holding the selfie stick in the left hand. When I performance ride, I always hold my selfie stick in the right hand. But if for any reason I came off the track, I really have to disqualify the wheel that I came off the track on, just because I'm a really experienced rider. And if I came off a track trying to haul ass holding a selfie stick because I was wobbling out of control, that may happen to somebody else. I'm not the best rider in the world, I'm just me. But I have ridden a long time, and that wheel caught me off guard at that moment. So I guess the Aero won, not because it was exciting and it was faster, but because it claimed the points in the grab and go category, and the rocket failed out of the performance track mode, or the performance track category. And that was, I guess you could attribute that to rider error, rider sucky, but that's my take on it. That's my impression. I don't really do reviews. I kind of do these heart to hearts and hope that you like it. Well, I guess it's time to go. I gotta say thank you though, to each and every one of you, especially if you made it this far. I mean, dudes, it's what, Saturday night, and you've legit given me almost 30 minutes of your Saturday night. It's priceless. If you'd like to buy any of the wheels that you saw in the video today, then check out the comments down below. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and share the content. But most importantly, be safe and have fun out there, guys. See you next time. Peace.